Tell me if you carry one of these witch wounds. I'm going to share with you the top 3 that I see after working with healers across the world. Tell me which one resonates the most. Or maybe it's all of them. The first one is a deep fear of being seen. This can also be a fear of being hurt. If you carry the witch wound, this makes so much sense. As a witch in a past life, this means you were persecuted for sharing your gifts and abilities in some capacity. Whether that was an actual energy healer, or maybe you were a doula, maybe you read tarot. There's all kinds of different ways that mostly women were identified as witches, and then they were persecuted for those gifts. This looks like a fear of speaking out, maybe a fear of going live or putting out content, a fear of showing your face, or maybe this looks like taking your healing business to the next level and a fear of a modern day witch hunt where you're afraid to be talked about or torn down. The second most common one that I see is the constant worry of feeling like you're going to be punished, attacked in some way, shape, or form, whether physically, emotionally, or mentally. You're so worried about the repercussions of what's going to happen that you're simply frozen in fear. What will happen if you show up? What will people say? What will they do? What is going to be said about your spiritual gifts and abilities? This leaves you saying no to things that you really want to do deep down instead of saying yes to what actually feels really exciting. It also has you shining your light and playing small instead of building out that dream healing business and supporting the soulmate clients you know that you're here to help. The third one is not commonly talked about, but it is actually very common in my world, and that is the sister wound. Being uncomfortable around other women and having a really hard time connecting with them. If you carry a witch wound, this makes sense, right? Because women were turned against each other during the witch hunts. Sisters, friends, cousins, mother, daughter, everyone was turned against each other to save their own life. In your healing business, this can look like you just saying, I can do everything by myself. In your personal life, this looks like that lone wolf archetype. In your healing business, another way this can look is having a hard time booking clients or filling up group coaching programs. If you want to learn the other 2 top ones and start healing this, comment witch wound, and I have a free Healing the Witch Wound workbook. If you comment witch wound, I will send this your way. This has the top 5 witch wounds in there, along with some steps that you can take to immediately start healing these wounds.